It's the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia, with your host, Bob Snap.
Hi guys, welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia. Thank you for stopping by. Today's video is by request. In the comment section yesterday, someone asked something about the Fun Girls. Well, here we go. Here is 10 things you might not have known about the Fun Girls from the Andy Griffith Show. We'll start with Gene Carson played a different Mayberry character a month later. The Fun Girls first appeared in season 3 tale, Barney Mends a Broken Heart. Originally aired in November of 1962. A month later, just 5 episodes later, Carson turned up in Mayberry again as an entirely different character. The Andy Griffith Show was never concerned about continuity. In Convicts at Large, Carson played the tough escaped convict, Jaylene Naomi Connors, who runs alongside Big Maud, or Ralph Henderson, as they call it. They both played even more characters on Gomer Pyle. That thing I said about continuity, well, here's more proof. In the spinoff Gomer Pyle USMC, which regularly featured crossover characters from the Andy Griffith Show, Jameson and Carson portrayed even more women of the Mayberry universe. Jameson was Sergeant Carter's casino companion in Vacation in Las Vegas, and makes a rare brunette appearance in The Return of Monroe as Natalie. Carson, meanwhile, has interacted with Sergeant Carter as the diner waitress Shirley in Love Letters to the Sarge. Gene Carson auditioned for the voice of Betty Rubble. Carson's lusty, raspy voice proved to be her career trademark. No wonder she was considered for one of the most iconic animation gigs in history. Carson read for the role of Betty Rubble on the Flintstones, losing out to Bea Benaderet. Joyce Jameson did voice Hanna-Barbera characters. While never working on Flintstones, she did indeed rack up several credits for the Hanna-Barbera studio. The skilled comedian, once a foil for the likes of Steve Allen, brought Scooby-Doo characters to life in the new Scooby and Scrappy-Doo show and the Richie Rich Scooby-Doo show. Joyce Jameson was nothing like her characters. Throughout her career, Jameson was typecast as a ditzy blonde. In truth, UCLA graduate was sharp as a tack and well-read. In effect, there are 2 Joyce Jamesons, the real one and the character whom my agent and I call the dummy, the actress once lamented. In '58 interview with the Pittsburgh Press in 1958, she explained, "Everyone expects to cast me as the dumb or victimized blonde. After they interview me, I can just hear them say, 'Hey, she's intelligent. What do you do with that?'" Gene Carson and Jack Dotson studied at the same university. Carson was far more intelligent than her on-screen characters as well. Like Don Knotts, she was born and raised in West Virginia, later studied drama at Carnegie Tech, now Carnegie Mellon, in Pittsburgh, the same alma mater of Jack Dotson, a.k.a. Howard Sprague of Mayberry. The Carnegie Drama program also fed talents such as Ted Danson, Renee Auberjonois, Stephen Baccio, Barbara Belden, Frank Gorshin, Jack Klugman, and many more. Rod Serling wrote a Twilight Zone episode for Gene Carson. According to the definitive Andy Griffith Show reference by Dale Robinson and David Fernandez, a classic episode of The Twilight Zone was written specifically for Carson by Rod Serling. The twisty, most unusually camera cast Carson again as a bad girl, one of a pair of thieves. Joyce Jameson made horror films with Vincent Price. One place fans can find Jameson in somewhat different context is Tales of Terror, the 1962 Edgar Allan Poe adaptation from the mind of Roger Corman. She reteamed with the director as well as co-stars Vincent Price and Peter Lorre a year later for Comedy of Terrors. Gene Carson's son was a double for the Fonz. In her autobiography, More Than Just a Fun Girl from Mount Pilot, the Gene Carson story, the actress mentions that one of her sons, Tracy Parlin, worked as Henry Winkler's double on Happy Days. Jameson was married to Billy Barnes and worked with another Mayberry regular. Composer-actor Billy Barnes is best known for his Billy Barnes Reviews, a showcase of song and dance and mirth that tickled fans in L.A. and on Broadway throughout the 50s and 60s. The 1959 iteration of the Billy Barnes Review is of particular interest to Mayberry fanatics. The Cabaret, captured on an album with 1959 cast recording released by Decca, showcased the talents of both Ken Berry and Joyce Jameson. Barnes was married to Jameson. Berry's wife, Jackie Joseph, who danced with Ernest T. Bass in Mayberry, was also part of the review. Jameson, Berry, and Joseph would continue to work together in the Billy Barnes People, which premiered in 1961. Berry, of course, would land his own Andy Griffith spinoff, Mayberry RFD, and oddly, Jameson never appeared on that show. And there you go. For, like I said, that was by request. Somebody asked for that. And I've done stuff on the Fun Girls before, and I really love the Fun Girl. Some of my favorite episodes of them as well. As far as guest appearances, I love their guests. The people who guest starred on the Andy Griffith Show was just, they were apparently handpicked, and they did very well. The Fun Girls, the Darlings, Ernest T. Bass, Don Rickles, Jerry Van Dyke, Charles Bronson twice. So, it's just Barbara Eden. Nature spent a lot of time on that girl. Not a boy. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget about classic rural comedies, facts, and trivia. It is on the Rural Purge. There's the 9 biggest casualties of the Rural Purge in the 70s. And I'm doing one on classic TV today for the legend Bob Newhart, who passed away recently. So you'll want to check that out. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please like this video. You guys have a great, great day. God bless you, and I'm praying for you.